So I have an unhealthy obsession with wax canvas when it comes to my EDC. Doesn't matter if it's a pouch, a backpack, a sling bag. Somehow, some way, I figure out a way to incorporate it into my everyday carry or even my travel with the duffel bags as well. But I never thought I would figure out a way to make that happen in a tote bag as well. I also never imagined that that would be my most used bag of 2023. So as an EDC enthusiast, someone who likes to stay ready in survival and prep, bug out situations, get home situations, I'm always looking for ways to better use and store my gear. A tote bag has completely opened up how I carry my gear. Whether I am carrying my everyday carry items, whether I'm in dad mode and this becomes a diaper bag and I have to carry a bunch of crap for stuff like that. Sometimes I have to use the bag in scenarios where I become a handyman and I need to be able to have additional stuff with me at all times just in case. Or I might be in Poindexter mode when I want to carry all my tech type items or whatever the case may be. This bag has become a very useful vessel carrying all sorts of stuff in it, and I cannot believe how versatile this bag has found itself to be in my everyday carry. So I introduce you to the Nutsac Work Tote. This is a 24-liter, kind of a workhorse type of bag that kind of just gets the job done and does a little bit of everything. Basically, any and everything you need this bag to do, it will knock it out in an expeditious way. I'm a big fan of this bag overall. Anything you can think of, for the most part, this bag is good for. Grocery store runs, dump pouch, travel, tech kit, storage, road trips, handyman duties, working in your garden, using it for a work tote, taking it to the office. I have done all sorts of stuff with this thing, and I can easily see you putting this bag in those type of scenarios as well. But the bag is not perfect. Let's just bottom line up front, talk about the things that are not perfect about the bag. First off, there's no way to close this bag. There is not a G-hook closure, a zipper closure, a button. No way to close it. So in essence, there's no built-in security when it comes to stuff like that. There are no like small magnetic pouches or pockets inside, rather, zippers inside. So if you have like stuff that's super near and dear to your heart, like medicine or keys, something that you cannot lose, there's no way to just know in your mind that that's not going anywhere. And this bag's $149. However, I use my discount to get it for even cheaper than that. So check the links in the description to see the cheapest you can get this bag using my links. Full disclosure, Nutsac did not send me this bag. I bought it with my own money. This was a hot commodity when it came out. It sold out very, very quickly. $149 is how much this thing MSRP is for, but we'll talk about why that may be more fair than it seems to be. Now we got the negative stuff out the way. We'll talk about things that I want to see improved in the future, but they're not necessarily negatives for me, but they could be for you. They could be deal breakers. So I want you to think about that. If you could imagine a bag that would be the Indiana Jones of a EDC bag, a work type bag that kind of just does everything that you need it to do. This is a carnivore, a carnivorous monster of a bag that just kind of eats and gobbles everything that you throw at it, everything that you put towards it. It just always seems to get the job done. 24 liters, all sorts of room inside, right up my alley. This is the type of bag that gives me the swag that I want. We're talking about subjective type things now, guys, okay? For me personally, this is the type of bag that Mrs. X would not want to borrow because it is that type of rugged, but it's still versatile enough where I can take this into work while wearing a suit and tie. So it kind of fits right very neatly for the things that I was interested in. I've had top 3 bags, totes that I was interested in overall. Garage built, I think they call it the hauler bag, whatever it was called. It was always out of stock. $130 for that bag. Looked very interesting. I like the colorways. I like it has zippers, but it's never in stock. And then there is Mission Workforce. They have a fantastic looking tote bag. That's over $330, twice the price of this bag. It's in stock. You can go get one today, but I wasn't spending $330 on a tote bag. I wasn't even sure how I was going to incorporate it into my everyday carry. Stepped in with the Nutsac. They bring this thing out. I know I like wax canvas. The other two don't offer wax canvas. And I knew that this thing kind of had me by the scrotum as soon as I saw this overall. Now, me personally, I know that there are other people that are kind of doing work totes. Everybody's jumping into this type of stuff. Alpaca, Chrome Industries, Tom Talk. A lot of folks are doing tote bags. So it's not just those three companies. But for me, I didn't want anything that was unisex. I didn't want anything that was like feminine, which is nothing wrong with that. But they are trying to cater to all sorts of crowds. This bag just really screams, work with me, do stuff with me, but also take me into the office. Who is this tote for? So these are the type of people that I think that this tote could be for. And if you're one of those, then you might be one of the ones that might want to snatch this thing up. First off, if you like heritage, you like a little bit of wax canvas, you like the fact that this is a made in America with American cotton, American wax, America employees, and more America. This is the tote that you might want to snatch up. If you want something that's subtle, streamlined, kind of just fits in anywhere, you can smash it and push it in different areas and always have it for storage, this might be for you. If you want one bag that's going to be for work, play, dad duties, mom duties, hold your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your documents, your tools, your keys, your snacks, then I think that this could be for you. If you want a quick access bag, you want something that's always just has the things that you use a lot, even if you're not going to be lugging it around, maybe you keep this in your garage with tools that you use all the time and you just want them to always be in one place. You've tried every other storage solution. This could be for you. Who is this tote not for? If you need security, this is not for you. There's no zippers, there's no buttons, there's no way to close it unless you find some type of way to jimmy rig this thing up. You're not going to be doing anything like that. If you need zippers, if you need magnetic pouches, if you want small little areas to store stuff and tons of organization, this is not for you. If you don't want to have to clean and maintain wax canvas, because you do need to clean wax canvas every now and again, it does patina and grow and maintains its own character. But if you use this enough, it may need to be re-waxed. This is not for you. The specs about this is a 18-ounce wax canvas, which makes it water-resistant bag, 13 by 9 by 12.5 inches. It does have a waxed twill bottom, which basically means it makes it abrasion resistant. Okay, so if you're the type of person that's going to be taking it and throwing it on concrete and stuff like that, it's more resistant to tearing than like some type of nylon or something of a lesser material. It does have full grain leather accents with the little Nutsac logo that's here on the side, which they have come to known with their little logo here on the side. It does have cotton webbing straps, which are sewn all the way basically from the bottom of the bag all the way up, which makes it feel very sturdy. It has 6 external pockets, which are freaking massive. Like you can put full storage of stuff in here. I have this data crew water slider in here. You can put all sorts of stuff on the outside of these pockets for quick access items. On the inside, they mirror those same 6 type of pockets as well. So you can put stuff in there that you need to. The thing is they do share space. So if you put something on the inside or outside of the same pocket, if one is too wide, it's going to be hard to put something on the inside pocket. Then the middle is just one big open area. You can put in whatever you want. It's just a bottomless pit. 24 liters all together. Big old honking thing. Made in America, as I mentioned earlier. So this bag does 95% of what I need it to do. Hold stuff, look good, be unique. Those does it very, very easily. The 5% that it does not do, it does not have anywhere for my small little knickknacks. Now, I know I can put them in these pockets, but I get very nervous about things falling out. It hasn't happened to me once in months and months of use of this bag. I'm talking about kids' toys, personal stuff I don't want to lose, hero clips, lighters, keys, nothing has fallen out of this thing. But I also haven't purposely let this thing go flopping out of my vehicle. This easily comes with me to coffee shops, to libraries, to cheerleading events. If I need to bring camera equipment for YouTube, it's just so convenient to be able to throw stuff in here very, very easily. And it just works so well. I feel like that this is a sponsored video, but it's not. But I have so many good things to say about the bag because I really, really like it. However, there are some version 2 improvements that I could see happening for Nutsac. Okay, so first off, there would be nice if there was some type of mini pocket, a zippered pocket, a magnetic pocket, something on the inside to store those keys, those pill bottles, those things that you don't want to lose. You don't want them to grow legs. They're very, very important to you. So if we can figure out, it seems like a lot of wall space. I mean, put something there or put something back here, or I don't know, make one of the internal pockets a zipper. I don't know, just something that gives me a little bit more peace of mind that if I were to drop this and everything were to fall, at least I can still get in my house. I didn't lose my keys, or at least I can still take that very important peel that day, or whatever the case may be. Next, it would be nice if there was some type of G hook closure. Now you can say button or zipper. I don't need all that, okay? If there was just a simple closure, it doesn't even have to close. I don't need to close all the way like this, okay? When I say like a G hook closure, like just something that will, just a little G hook closure so that I can snap it closed. So that if it does flip over with the zipper, the closure, at least the big stuff won't fall out. And because this is so like suitable for you to take to like a party or something like that, G hook closures can have like bottle openers built into them. And this kind of works well for that type of scenario overall. A detachable shoulder strap nutsack would be Gucci. Okay, we'll talk about the way you carry this. So as I mentioned, these cotton webbing straps, they're fantastic. They actually work really, really good. I like these things. However, once you're carrying this for like 10, 15 minutes, fully loaded down, and I don't know the weight capacity of this. So I've had several drills, sockets, ratchets, all sorts of stuff in here. You know, I had no issues with thinking about it even tearing, but carrying that from a parking garage in downtown Dallas to a hotel, because my wife also owns a wedding decor business and I wanted to help set stuff up. It was like a 15-minute walk of just carrying it by my side. If there was some type of padding on these straps, whether leather or I don't know, I'm not into the texture business, but something that could just make this more comfortable if you have to carry this for a very long time, and or you don't need both, but some way to attach a shoulder strap, because you can put this over your shoulder, but then it kind of starts looking like a purse. It's so high up here, right? That it just doesn't feel very natural for me. So if they had a detachable shoulder strap, because when this is loaded down, it is a beast to carry for very, very long distances. Last thing I would say for Gen 2 is, can we get either some or all of these 6 interior pockets lined with some type of nylon? A lot of times this pouch, or excuse me, a lot of times this tote get used dual usage. So you may take it with you to an event loaded with snacks, or take it to a cigar lounge, or take it wherever. And then if there's not a trash nearby, at least for me personally, we throw our empty wrappers back into this bag. Well, if it was lined with nylon, it'd be a lot easier to clean it out, because it, you know, you can dump it and flip it and all the other type of stuff. But to be able to wipe it down with nylon just seems a little bit easier to clean. I understand that you dropped the word nutsack from the outside of the bag. You put it on the inside of the bag, okay? So nutsack is there now, whereas it used to be on the actual logo. And I get it. At first, I thought I wouldn't like that. I thought, you know, I wanted to say Nutsac. It's a great name of a company. It's funny, but I've taken this into professional environments and it does work. When you're in a suit and tie and you bring this bag inside, it's nice that you don't see that just the first thing that you see. But it would be nice if you had an option on your website to re-add it to your purchase or whatever, so you can get that done as well. All right, so comment down below. I just spent the last however many minutes glazing this and just basically boosting it up. So I think, you know, my recommendation for this is, if you have about $150 to spend, there are a few options that I just named, but the one that I would spend my money on, and I'm telling you this because I did, and I researched the other ones, this is the one I landed on. This is the tote for me. It's a great EDC tote. It works well. If you're trying to find something to buy for a loved one that has a little bit of everything, if you know he or she already has an EDC backpack, an EDC sling, and pouches, they may not have something like this. If you know that they're the type of person that has tried every type of storage solution, they have Pelican cases, they have Yeti, they have Arctic, they store stuff here and there, and you notice that there's a gap in the way that they store stuff, this could be for them. Or if you know that you have someone that likes to do stuff around the house a lot, like I do, handyman stuff, you like to work in your garden, you want to be able to load something very easily that you can easily just blow out and get the dirt out of, this is for you. Comment down below, would you get something like this? Are you interested in grabbing a Nutsac Work Tote? Could you see yourself taking this? I talked to my barber. He says he can see himself using it all the way to construction bubbles that are down the street from my house. Other than the missing shoulder straps, they say they can see them using this as well. If this is your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.